Hey everybody, it's Danny here with Danny Reviews, and usually I'm reviewing products, lots of products, because I'm in the Amazon Influencer program, and I was getting a ton of products sent to me. I've been in the program since September of last year, and I was using a spreadsheet to keep track of what I was receiving and just to keep an eye on what content I needed to create for which product, and just to have an idea of the value of products that I was getting. And so I ended up building a web app that helps keep track of all the products that brands are sending me. And I found that it was useful. I showed it to a couple of people that are also in the program and they wanted it. So I made some iterations and I've made it now where you can actually use the tool that I'm using. You can start for free and no credit card. And then you just get a small sample set of a taste basically of how the app can work and how you can use it. Basically, this is just going to be a tool that you can keep track of the samples or the products that you're being sent. Those brands are sending you products, and you're going to be able to see a nice visual of what the products look like, inventory, how many products you've been sent, where you need to create content. You can have a section, and I'll show you here in a second what this all looks like. And then I'll show you here, if you stick to the end, something that I use. It's very useful for us as content creators, that is going to be really beneficial for you. So let's go ahead and we'll dive into this tool, but this is the main landing page here. You can see here, you'll start for free. I do have a monthly and an annual subscription. If you so choose, give it a try. I also like to hear feedback too as well. Write in the comments, maybe there's a feature in there we can maybe add or something that needs to be changed. Because again, this is hopefully a tool that all of us in this program can utilize to help us keep track of our inventory, where it's being sold, how much we receive, which could be useful at the end come tax time. If you have a CPA or somebody that's managing your taxes, you could be able to export this out and show all the different value you received over the course of the year, which could be a whole lot easier than having to manually backtrack or do it through a spreadsheet. So let's go ahead and dive in. I'm going to log in myself here. So let's go ahead and sign in. Once you create a login, you'll be greeted here. Now, I already have stuff pre-existing because I've been using the tool probably for the last few months. And just to give you a rundown, what we're seeing here as your main dashboard. So the webpage is called ProductSent.com. That's our website. And you can see here, not too bad. Since September of last year, I have received a total value of $18,479.28. Now, these are pulling the actual prices from Amazon. So it's going to get that exact, even if the price fluctuates, you can see here price alerts. If some of the prices are increasing or decreasing, this value here will increase or decrease based on that product value. I've received well over 400 products since September, so almost approaching 500. And I also have a section here. So what this is, total sales, $259. I just recently started to sell some of the products, whether it be on Facebook Marketplace or to a family or friend. And you can keep track there too as well. And you can see how much extra money you're making by marking it sold and putting in that dollar amount. And then average value of the product being sent to you. Again, this is, for me, it's on the lower side, but I just new into the program. The higher the number this is, obviously the better the product you're being sent to do the reviews. And then you have a pipeline status here, which is brand sent, received, and content. I'll show you what that looks like. So you do have a value growth scale over time. Obviously, this is going to go up to however much you have in product and value. Recent products that have been added into your inventory. And I'll show you how we get a product entered in. And then brand insights here. What I like about this is this will show you some of the, as you start to get more and more products from different brands, you can see here the brand count number, 3 products from this company, 2 from that company. Price alerts on the right here with increases or decreases, just to keep an eye and a pulse on that. So that's the dashboard, just the main view. Now we can go ahead and click on products, and this is going to be the main area where you'll see your products and inventory and where we'll add products. I just added the scale today, actually, just for testing out. And I added a new feature. It will pull in the ASIN. I know some people like to see the ASIN. So the ASIN is going to be pulled here going forward. But you'll get the product image. It's going to pull the main image from Amazon. It's going to give you the description of that product, the brand name. It's going to categorize it based off of AI, do its best it can. And then you have a status here with a drop down. So received, requested, brand sent. So sometimes we have conversations in our creator connections where the brand is saying that they have sent you a tracking and the product is en route to you. So you could just hit brand sent. This will also update our pipeline status up here too. If you requesting products and you're going to get that product, you can put requested and keep track of it that way too as well if you wanted that, or received. So as soon as it comes in, you can mark received, right? And sometimes we get a ton of product, and this here will allow you just to keep track of what's received and what needs content created. Because once that content is created, you can then go ahead and mark content created and keep an eye on the ones that have been received still need content. So you never lose track of which product did I need to do again, right? So this will help you keep organized. So, and then here's that sold feature. So as soon as you mark it sold, so let's say I did sell this on Facebook Marketplace, I come in, I sold this for $25, right? I could do that, and then my value would increase here. So you can keep track of your sales too as well. You can refresh. If I click this, the refresh button will refresh the price. This is $42.99. This is what's selling on Amazon right now. It's still $42.99, so that's good. And the date added, and you can sort this by your date from, you can see here, January 15th, when I started getting products, and then back to July. So you can do ascending or descending. And this is going to be how you can manage your inventory as far as the samples being sent. You can search here. So I want to type in scales, right? Just got a scale, but I can see all the scales that I've gotten or things related to scales and anything. So you pulled in scale for this because it's a 1/18 scale, but anything you have or you want to try to find again. And again, all these are clickable. So this would bring you to the product page, so everything can link back to Amazon. We'll close that out. So all these are clickable. These cards here will again be updated in real time as you're adding or deleting. Now you can go in actions and delete the product. Sometimes you add it twice, or you just want to delete it to get it out of your inventory. You can do that too as well. So for instance, let me go ahead and just launch this product again, but I'm going to delete this product just to show you how a product can be added into your inventory. So we'll delete, and our value went down. We're at 463 products. Now I need to add a product, and you have two ways of doing it. You can click here, add a product, or you can click scan a barcode. You'll get a little barcode reader here. I don't have it because I'm recording now, but you can use your phone too as well. This will be mobile, so you can scan with your phone too, and it'll also populate that way too. So I added that feature in. But for instance, if we're just doing it manually, I could click add product. And what I'm going to do is just grab my link real quick. You can grab the main URL link up here in the browser, or you can get your affiliate link. Both will work. So I'll grab my affiliate link. I'll go ahead and paste it in. You can hit this. Let's close this out. You can go ahead and go back to our screen. All right. So the link's in. Let's go ahead and hit this magic button. And what this will do is pull in the product name, the brand name, category, does its best to do so. It's reading for digital scale. And you can write the scale in here or have electronics. You manually type that in. It's going to pull the value of that product as what's being currently sold. Status here, you can just leave it default no because we haven't received it, or you're just adding it in. That's there for you. Storage location, I added this in. Some people may want to have it in tote number 3, right, to stay organized, or it's in my garage, or it's in my office. You do have a field here that you can fill out. You don't need to, but you can. Pipeline status, right? We know that this has been, for me, I just got it in the mail yesterday, so I did receive it, so I can mark it received. And any additional notes. And where this becomes beneficial is sometimes the brands are chatting us back and forth through creator connections. They may have a specific request, or they give you some suggestions on how they like their product filmed. You can add all that in here into the notes section so you can recall that later. It's hard because we're sending out a ton of emails and a ton of brand messages. It's tough to sometimes find that message and or recall what some of the requirements were. So as soon as you know it and you know that you have that product coming, add those notes in, right? So add those notes in here so you can recall that later. Image URL is going to be pulled from the main product page and add that here. And then we can click add product. So our value goes up, our product count went up by 1, and it's entered into our inventory up top. And that's it. So it's going to help us keep track of our inventory. Now, like I mentioned before, to the end, there's a feature in here that I added that I use all the time, and it's very beneficial. It's called script. And what this does is this, when we click view, it's going to create you a 2-minute script based off of this product. and it's going to go through and look at some of the questions that people are asking about this product on that product page and build you a script around that. Now you would click the script button. It's going to write your script here for you. Give it a second, and it's going to give you your hook, a gifted shout out, because again, we're getting these from brands. You do want to shout out that the brand has gifted you this, so you could do your review. It's going to give you a body and then a call to action. Now, this can be a great starting point. You can add to this, right? You can regenerate too as well. If you wanted a different read, you could click the up top right here in the top right, regenerate, and then get a different script. Geared towards 2 minutes. I might play around later on. I give you, the user, the option to put in a length. Maybe you want to do a 5-minute script. Maybe the product is a lot more in value and you want to give it more value by having a longer script. Let me know in the comments if that's an option. We have our script here, very useful. I have this text slider, so if you wanted the font to be a little bit bigger, you can move the scale down and up to increase the font size. So if it's easier for you to read because it's larger, perfect. So we have our script here. Now, I also added a feature because when I started using this, we're recording and we're in front of a screen. And when we're reading this, you're like, well, how am I going to see the bottom? Like, how I get down? How's it flow with me? Some of them, what I don't like is that there's some teleprompter stuff out there that you just play and it's going to do this slow increase. But what I found is that sometimes it's moving too fast, and even at its slow speed, you can't keep up because you're trying to act natural and read and then also showcase the product. So I added this voice follow feature. And what happens is as you read, it's following your voice. And when you get to a certain point, it'll start to scroll for you. So you can keep on track. If you read fast, great. If you read slow, it'll keep track and pull out the words that you are saying and start to, for you. It'll start to scroll for you automatically without you having to touch anything. So I added that feature in. I hope that you find value in that, and you can just turn off the listen button up top. You can copy this too, put it in the notes, back in the notes, but it's always going to stay there too. So if I close out, I'm not going to burn another generation. So if I go back to script, it'll be the same script. So it's always there for you. And I hope this helps with those scripts. So let me know down in the comments what you feel about this, anything you'd like to see. That increasing the length in the script is something beneficial. Just let me know and we can that and see what we can do in the future of adding that. That's it in a nutshell. This is called ProductSent. It's a tool that I use that has become really useful. We do have our export button here, which will export your 464 items or however many items you have into an Excel spreadsheet. It does give you all the columns here too as well. These are our columns. Now you can turn stuff off. I didn't want to see ASIN or price. They added, I can turn all that off and put them back on if I wanted to see location or notes. Those two I don't need to see, so you can play around with that too as well. You can go and filter down to just what has been sold, right, and see our sold products and our unsold, what's available. You can see it all, our status, right? So you can go ahead and filter through. You can also search to find things real quickly. These cards bring you to the product, which is nice. It brings you right to the product page. You have a script creator for you using AI, and back to your main dashboard here. Again, optimized for mobile and web browsers here, alerts, things like that. All these are clickable sites. Also bring you to the brand page. So this will bring you to the actual brand page and everything that they're selling. Nice, so you can see other products and maybe requests, especially if you have a good relationship with that brand. You just easily navigate to that brand as well, and then maybe look at some different products and request those. Price alerts will also be clickable. So if you see a price that's gone down, you click it and you can go ahead and launch that product too from there as well. So that's it. Let me know down in the comments if feature you'd like to see added. If finding value out of this, just let me know. I appreciate all feedback so we can grow as a community in this program. I really hope that this becomes beneficial and helpful for you and just maybe makes your life a little bit easier in this program, especially if you're just starting out. Good tool to use to keep track of your inventory. Appreciate you listening to me. Please let me know down in the comments, new features, benefits that maybe you could see this helping you in the future. Thanks for watching. Take care. Hit that like and subscribe button. I really appreciate it.